So I would like to start out, Alex, by just by asking you, tell me I'll give you 3 sentences. What is your story?
3 sentences, I gotta be tight. I don't think about this. Born in New York, raised by a single mother in Miami, who worked several jobs. I formally learned how to play baseball at the Boys and Girls Club in Miami. When I was a child, I had 2 dreams. One was to be a Major League Baseball player. The other one was to be a CEO or CEO of a private or public company. And played over 22 years in my career with some ups and some downs and some ups, peaks and valleys. And I started AVOD Corp over 15 years ago out of fear, because I did not want to be an athlete that ended up in the wrong place financially.
You did not want to be an athlete who ended up in the, what did you say, the wrong place financially? Is that what you said?
Is there a better way of saying it?
That's okay. I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it. Yeah. And we'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. And I'm going to go back to a couple of things here. I'm going to give you my line about your story. Okay. Best baseball player of his generation, screwed up, fought, accepted the penalty, got the longest suspension in baseball history for performance-enhancing drugs, had a 1-year suspension, used that very wisely, sort of for the re-education of Alex Rodriguez, and came back, and now he is beginning the second chapter of his career. Is that fair?
That's fair. I like also to call it the second act, right?
Okay.
And I think a big part of that is the contrast and the paradigm shift of pre-2014 and post-2014. And I think I needed the full year to basically not rehab the house, but tear the house down and start again. And sometimes it's hard to do and very humbling, but...
So you needed the full year, not to rehab the house, but tear the house down. Okay.
Your real estate analogy, right?
Yeah, it's great. So, tell me about tearing the house down. What did you tear down? I
mean, I'm being a little harsh with myself,
okay.
but I think a few things. I think number one, being honest with yourself. Be accountable. I think there's a physical component to mending. 2 hip surgeries, right and left, 2 knee surgeries, right and left. And there was that part of it as well, the physical mending. And then thirdly, I think, turning the lens inward and going to work.
And what did you feel, let me just say, and I said this to Ron before we started here, I don't care about fallen heroes. When I met you in the spring of 2014, what intrigued me about you was that you were just beginning your suspension and you were clearly using it to do things that most most superstar athletes certainly wouldn't do, but most people wouldn't do. They'd like hit the beach or, watch TV. And so in that year of tearing the house down and beginning to rebuild, what flaws were you trying to, what was the biggest flaw that you were trying to fix in the construction of Alex Rodriguez?
I'd say the lessons learned.
Okay.
I can think about what was the biggest flaw. The lessons learned were that it wasn't just about hitting home runs and RBIs and winning games.